Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, for your brave noob worldcast, it's going to be Barcode and Nightmare here on Solaris. Bottom left, it's going to be our red Terran. It is Nightmare. And in the top right, it is Barcode, our blue Terran. This was sent to Snipermonkey at the email address in the description with the subject of Brave Noob World. He got 2 submissions for the last 2 weeks, so if you're a Bronze or a Silver League player, go ahead and send your replay to him. I guarantee he'll watch it and let me know if it's good to cast, right? So, Brave Noob World, we're here to learn, we're here to laugh a little bit. And, oh boy. Oh boy. So we're starting off with 2 supply depots. Okay, so build orders, right? Build orders are very, very important in StarCraft. Go to LOTV.spawningtool.com, click on build orders at the top there, and you will see build orders for TVZ, TVT, and TVP. But nowhere will you see start with 2 supply depots. Supply depot, racks, right? And then maybe another supply depot, gas, and then around, you know, when the barracks is done, upgrade to an orbital command, and then from there, the world is your oyster. Good scouting. Here from Barcode. Yep. So supply depot, barracks, oh, and double gas. Okay, so if you're going double gas, that usually means you're going to go battlecruiser rush or some type of mech. But sometimes in these lower levels, going double gas just means we're going to make a lot of Marines and just let the gas float. So we will see. Okay, so orbital command. Orbital command. Mules are so good. Scanning is so good as well. Oh, man. So, got ourselves a second command center here inside Nightmare's base. It's safe. Oh, second command center here as well from Barcode in the natural. So, let's see. Saturated. Not saturated, these gases. Okay, so one on one and 3 on the other. Okay, so he knows that Reapers hop up at this spot. And this Reaper's name is Mark Ruffalo. Submitted by Rocket. Oh, he's gonna lose the battle. No, Mark! Oh, Mark. I'm sorry. You were put in the hands of Barcode. You were not meant to live much longer than like 60 seconds of you were alive here. Nightmare says, this is easy. I don't have to make my own Reaper. I have to make some Marines. I wait on this ledge, and then enemy Reapers pop up here, and they die. But yeah, Mark Ruffalo. I mean, he's a really good actor who has, unfortunately or fortunately spent a lot of the 2010s in Marvel projects, right? Playing the Hulk. And now that he's kind of not doing that as much anymore, he's able to do some more different projects. He was in the movie Poor Things, which I don't think got a very wide release. It stars Emma Stone. It's got, what's his name? The I'm something of a scientist myself guy. Good heavens, Betsy. What do we got here? Green Goblin Emmys. What the heck? It's Willem Dafoe. Anyway, Willem Dafoe's in it. Emma Stone's in it. Mark Ruffalo's in it. And from what I haven't seen the movie, but from what I've heard, he's having a great time. He's really having, like, just going nuts and doing stuff that he really can't do as part of the Bruce Banner character, right? Because that's one character anyway. Anywho, second Reaper cruising on out here for Nightmare here. So it's his first Reaper, and this guy's name is simply Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, okay. He's gonna die too. So to be a Reaper in this game is a bad time, is what it is. Not good at all. Starport coming in from Nightmare. He's taken his second gas. He has landed his second base, and he Planetary Fortressed it up. I love that. Honestly, at this level, Planetary Fortress is providing you some more defense in this section of the game as opposed to more income, which I think is probably better for this type of player, this level of player. Third base coming up inside the main here from Barcode, and the third base for Nightmare is way over here, middle of the map. Rich Vespine guys are here. He's like, that's why I want it. I want that gas. but easily sieged up by enemy tanks or marines or marauders or anything can sit up here and just ruin your day, which is why there's a risk. There's always a risk associated with taking a Rich Vespine Geyser base or a gold base, right? Right. So, marauders here. Got a tank in production. Does our barcode player. Liberator on the way here too. Engineering bay from barcode. Maybe he wants to make a planetary at some point. Maybe he just wants upgrades. Maybe he just wants the ability to make turrets. Okay, Nightmare, you've done the thing. You've got 2 starports here. One of them's a reactor. What are we doing? What's the plan? If you're gonna build starports, you have to do something with it. Make liberators, make Vikings, make medevacs. I don't care. Any of those things would be good. And he's tech labbing his other starports. Is he gonna go battle cruiser here? He's really turreting up hard. He's worried about enemy liberators or battle cruisers or... Hey, look, there's a liberator coming across from barcode, so fair enough. I think barcode might just be the better player here. He's got 22-7 army supply. So, and he's got a 35-32 worker advantage too. So he's winning on both the things that really matter here. So what do we got? Factory coming in. Fantastic. Maybe more tanks. Maybe some cyclones. Those are very popular in the current meta, even in TVT. And let's see how the... Okay! Nightmare's going to watch this cast and be like, see, Falcon, I needed these turrets. A Liberator showed up. He's like, well, yeah, you sure showed that Liberator who's boss. There you go. Double pumping Vikings on his reactored factory. The Tech Lab Starport, Starport not doing anything. Factory building a tank. Got a tank here, got a planetary. And this is Brave New World sometimes. Players just kind of sit back, hang out, wait to be attacked, especially Terrans because their defensive capabilities are so good. It's like, man, if Nightmare just walks across the map with like 20 Marines and walks into this double siege tank Marine Marauder setup, I win the game. So please do that. But Nightmare is not doing that. Nightmare, look at this, man. Rich Vespine gas over here, planetary fortress up. I'm surprised he doesn't have like 8 turrets around this thing. He doesn't have the money for 8 turrets. Partially, it is a fusion core. It is a fusion core on the way. Where are we building that sucker? Right here. Hard to scout unless somebody comsats it. Oh, we did upgrade to an orbital in the main. I'm proud of that. And Barcode got there too. So they know the general strokes of how to play Terran. They're just really struggling with the concept of... the concept of when to get these things, right? When? Oh, remember what I said about... Yeah, Liberator sets up. Snipes all 3 of the SCVs. Marines are like, are there any SCVs trying to get gas here? No, that's weird. Here come the Vikings to save the day. They're going to be able to kill this Liberator from distance. Oh, yeah. Liberator should have unsieged, but that is, I mean, a lot of damage fast. I'm not even sure a pro would have been able to unsiege that and get it away before it got killed. So, Nightmare's like, well, I'm going to build some turrets over here. But no, it's Marines and tanks you got to be worried about. Ow. 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 Siege tank just kind of moving in, stutter stepping a little bit too, which is very fun. Land the tank on it. The Vikings on it. Land the Vikings on the tank. You do bonus versus mechanical. He's trying. And no, the Marines. Oh, gosh. Oh, Nightmare. No. That was kind of sneaky. I like it. So Siege Tank firing away on the planetary. Marines covering it. The Siege Tank Marine symbiosis, their symbiotic relationship has extended for decades at this point. It was good in Brood War. It's good in StarCraft 2 in 2024. And still good in Brood War, which is still being played, and I'm still casting it out at youtube.com/Falcon Paladin 6 times a week. You probably knew that already, though. Anyway, more Vikings coming out to deal with this Siege Tank Marine setup. You could snipe a medevac maybe, but look at this. Pulling it back, bringing the Marines in. Oh! Overextended! Oh, high-sec auto-tracking has to be done. It is. The only upgrade that Nightmare has is high-sec auto-tracking. That helps him kill this Marine. I mean, he's working on +1 vehicle weapons, which is good. Okay. First hit, blue tank. That means blue tank wins. That's the rule of first hit. Oh my gosh. Alright, those Vikings being not careful. This Siege Tank, man, only 3 kills, but one of them's a tank, one of them's a Viking. I think the other Viking too, honestly. And a lot of damage off on this planetary. What's this? Okay, sure, Hellions. But getting in here with Siege Tank Planetary, not exactly your cup of tea, is it, Hellion guys? Hellions are intended to harass bases that aren't giant guns. Nightmare expanding up here? Are you kidding me? This is great. This is so good. Infernal Pre-Igniter's on the way from Barcode. I don't know what he's seen that makes him think he needs that. Like, if there were a ton of Marines out from Nightmare, I'd think about going Infernal Pre-Igniter, but no. The dude has 4 Marines, a Siege Tank, a Banshee, and a Viking, which sounds like a joke. The start to a joke, anyway. Banshee Cloak coming in. Bluefin Hellions could kill this real fast. There you go. Bonus versus biological targets, and SCVs are both biological and mechanical. So, hey! And killing this building, you can do it. It's just going to take forever. Ooh, Banshee gets the tank that did so much damage, and is going to get this other tank, too. Okay, anti-tank device Banshee here. I'm down with it. A Liberator probably would have been easier, but Banshee gets the work done. 4th base coming up down here by Barcode at 10 minutes. I mean, these expansion timings are not horrendous. They're not super Brave Noob World. I mean, the fact that Nightmare Army is literally 12 supply right now is pretty Brave Noob World. He's got about 1,000 minerals and 1,600 gas in the bank. As usual, if you're having trouble spending your cash, more production facilities, or make use of the facilities that you have. These ones, right? Or these ones, or these ones. This production tab is all upgrades. I like upgrades, okay? I just cast a Mac Winston game where he played a Zerg player who got 0 attack or armor upgrades the entire game, and it was way frustrating. So the fact that Nightmare is finally working on upgrades, he's getting stuff, high-sec auto-tracking. Is that further Raven energy? I forget which one this is. +1 vehicle, working on Hyperflight rotors and Yamato, and not actually building a battle cruiser at all for some reason. Usually, lower-level players especially are pretty eager to build a battle cruiser. They're strong, they're tough, they hit hard, they have a lot of HP. You can jump them home if they get into trouble, which lower level players do tend to struggle with, in all fairness. In all fairness. Oh, tank down. This Banshee is an anti-tank device right now. Look at this. Man, 3 kills. I think all siege tanks too. Hyperflight rotors. So the anti-Banshee unit here, probably a Thor is what I'm thinking. You're already meching really hard, dude. You have all the pieces needed. Wait, you have an armory? Yes. You have all the pieces needed to make a Thor. Just make a Thor, bring it over here, put it in single target anti-air mode, set up your tanks, and when the Banshee comes over here to mess with it, bam, shoot down the Banshee. It'll be good. The Banshee died anyway to a turret that was constructed. But there should be more Banshees later. Nightmare's making a Thor. Nightmare's like, hey, Thor, good. This is... this is why I like casting Brave Noob World. It's weird. It's always weird in some way. Just both players trying to play some kind of a hybrid, mechy bio thing. I mean, Marine Tank Liberator is not that weird for Barcode. Barcode probably has the better setup on what's going on here and understanding of this matchup. Nightmare kind of doing whatever he wants with the Thors. Oh, see, Viking, good answer to the Liberator. This is so good. Yeah, Thor, working on anti-armor missile. No, that's interference matrix. Yo, building armor too, why not? Sitting at 41 workers to 68 workers for Barcode. Barcode's economy has been great. This Viking is going to run. Can't run. That was a stim in, stutter step in kill. That was impressive. It really was. Oop, turret wiped out. Marines are like, was there another base somewhere? Nope, there's not one over here. I don't know. Barcode has a good handle on this game, right? He's doing okay. He's got Marines. He's got tanks. He could really use maybe some of his own Vikings would be useful too. I guess I just didn't mention Vikings as an anti-Banshee thing. Thor works, but Viking better, honestly. And if you control the skies in a TVT, you control most of the engagements. If you have more Vikings than the enemies, so they can engage with you, then suddenly you have the extra vision on your tanks, and the enemy is just left in the dark. So, recommended getting Vikings in this matchup. It's pretty fantastic. Also, dude, you got Yamato. You've got Hyperflight. You currently have 0 Banshees and 0 Battle Cruisers. I must understand what Nightmare is doing here. This might simply be an example of what Day 9 taught me many, many years ago of when your opponent's doing something weird, just go kill him. Just go kill him. Like walking Thors into a million Marines. Yep, that counts as doing something weird. Oh my gosh. The Marines do have +2 attack and +1 armor. He wants that Thor so bad, but he's eating planetary. Oh, what? What was that? I don't know why he felt like running to this position was a good move at all, because it wasn't. This planetary fortress has 17 kills now. Hang on, single siege tank. Single siege tank versus Thor. The Thor can't get within attack range. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Take that, siege tank. Take this, Hellion. Why are the Hellions coming in here? They're attacking an enemy tank. No! Hellions are bad against tanks. Oh, but the Marauders and Marines take down the Thor. And then we want to kill this siege tank, I guess, in range of a planetary with a siege tank that's being repaired. Oh, 22 kill planetary, 13 kill siege tank. This duo has been here since the beginning of time, and they are wreaking some havoc today. My goodness. Insane. All right. Making millions of missile turrets. Okay. Tanks, Marines, and Marauders are all that you've seen here today. So missile turret doesn't help with that. 75 to 13 army supply, and the planetary fortress finally goes down after the refinery has been depleted. Bonkers. Bonkers banana pants. So yeah, this is happening. Marine Marauder, like the old standby. Why go away from it ever, honestly, in StarCraft? There's not a matchup that Marine Marauder medevac isn't good in. Ooh, look at this turret getting some work done. These Hellions are like, we're good at killing buildings. I don't know why Barcode thinks Hellions are good at killing buildings and siege tanks and stuff. They're good at killing light units, Marines, drones, probes, SCVs, also Adepts, kind of. I don't know why he has so many Hellions today. I don't know what he's trying to kill with these Hellions, but dude, 90 to 17 army supply should really just be the end of this game. Okay, good plan. Show up, set up your tanks in range of the planetary, but not so the planetary hits it. Have your Marines cover anything that gets close, and you got this. You can shut this door, Barcode. Absolutely. You just gotta do it. Also, I love this command center. Don't mind me. Just passing through. We're just leaving. Expanding down the right side is Barcode. He's already taken this base. And man, he's doing great. He's got this 12 o'clock. He's at 6 bases here at 18 minutes. This is someone who needs to get promoted. I would say Barcode is smurfing, but like that move into the planetary with his Marines and Marauders was mind-boggling. And I can kind of see why we're a little bit stuck here at silver level, right? But yeah, I think Barcode's got all the pieces to get promoted. Just a matter of kind of using your units well, recognizing what units exactly work against other units. Yeah, Nightmare rolling his tanks out into tank fire. Never how you want that to go if you're a tank. 117 to 29 army supply. Expanding down here casually. Okay, now this is where your medevacs can spot for you a little bit and wipe out this turret. Maybe you can hit this turret too. But stalemate isn't really helping you, Barcode, I don't think. Maybe go kill this base. Just get Nightmare to starve out. You've already supply blocked him. Or are you going for a Doom Drop? That actually might work. If you Doom Dropped it like here, I think that's just a GG scenario. Oh, he's doing. not really a Doom drop. It's 2 medevacs. He's sort of trying to avoid missile turrets, but they're sort of everywhere is the problem right now. Alright. Well, that did not work nearly as well as I thought it would. But that's the power of... that is the power of ye old. Brave New World. There you go. More tanks here from Barcode. Okay, wins the tank battle. He's got +2 vehicle weapons and +2 vehicle armor against 1-1 for Nightmare. So, yeah, repairing through this is just draining your bank and really not buying you any time. And there we go. The 81 to 23 army supply difference really comes into play here. Barcode knows how to stutter step in. He's got 135 APM. He might be a little bit better than Brave Noob World is what I'm looking at here, but he's also kind of sloppy, makes a bunch of questionable decisions. But you know what? Nightmare, his macro was horrible. He just wasn't quite sure if he had a plan here today at all. Other than he really wanted this Rich Vespian gas. And he got it. He got all of it, so maybe this is a win in his mind. Totally got it done. He's making a battle cruiser now. That's a bonus with his remaining, like, barely any minerals. Barcode's not spending any cash. He's sitting on 18,000 minerals and 5,700 gas. I don't know if that's because he thinks he's won. I love this Cloak Banshee, by the way. He's got 8 kills. Kill all of these tanks. Can you kill every one of these tanks before this planetary dies? I'm gonna go with no. Especially if these SCVs keep getting wiped out by the splash damage. Hang on, hang on. Maybe. No, I think a couple more. Oh, this Marine is screwing our experiment up. Okay, I think they could have won. Anyway, so Nightmare has no income. Nightmare's lifted his orbital without really any plans to put it anywhere. Barcode's expanding again and again. So yeah, this game is over unless Nightmare somehow gets his battle cruiser to destroy. You know, honestly, there's not a lot here from Barcode. He has a Marine and 2 Vikings. You know what can beat 2 Vikings and a Marine is a battle cruiser. So he jumps it over here and starts going after an orbital at a base that's entirely mined out. There is no gas here. There are no minerals here. The Vikings, if microed properly, will win this. Oh, okay. So we're just... Nightmare. Yamato. You have a Yamato. Hey! You got a Yamato! Alright, well, he's still dead. Look at this kiting. Look at this kiting from Barcode. This is Brave Noob World. You're supposed to just A-move into it. Like you were. This kiting is not allowed. Not allowed, Mr. 132 APM. Alright, so working on 3-3. Well, 3 armor for vehicles and 3 armor for infantry. Here's We gotta speed this thing up. What is going on in this game? This game is over. How is it not over? Because Barcode doesn't want to make stuff. There you go. That's it. Nightmare taps. That's what it required for the win to happen, was Nightmare tapping out. And he did. So, GG there, Barcode. What a game. I mean, what an absolutely weird TVT, but that's why we clicked on this, right? That's why I cast these, is because what is going on? Nightmare's plan involved apparently getting gas, Rich Vespian gas, making a battle cruiser at some point, like the 22-minute mark, getting a ton of turrets up so it doesn't get dropped, and then just Planetary Fortress and some tank support elsewhere. That's it. That was his plan. I don't know how he planned to be offensive at all in this game. How is he supposed to move out? Don't know. Don't have any kind of an answer for you. All right. So that was poof. That was amazing. That was a really fun TVT. I think Barcode was substantially better, but I mean, he's got his problems too. He really does. Anytime you're floating 20,000 minerals, you're doing it wrong. He just what buildings does he have today? He have for unit producing structures. He's got 3 barracks, a starport, and a factory? Question mark? And a factory. Where can't I see? Oh, 2 factories. 3 battle cruisers, 2 factories, and a starport. That's it. That's all the unit producing facilities he has for 7 bases. 8 bases. So what we need from him is more unit producing structures, more barracks, more factories, more starports. If you run out of space in your main, make them at your 3rd or your 4th or whatever. Just constantly be producing units as long as you have money. Make supply depots and SCVs constantly until, I don't know, maybe you reach 70 SCVs or whatever, and then all the time just be producing just army units, and that will get you promoted, right? Right. So 14,000 resources lost by Barcode, 19,800 by Nightmare. He lost 3 Thors, a battle cruiser, 12 siege tanks, 3 planetaries, thanks to the power of the siege tank on the other side. Barcode ended up losing 69 Marines, nice, 11 Marauders, 12 siege tanks, 4 Liberators, and 22 Hellions. So I don't really think provided all that much value today, right? Yeah, not that much value today, but that's okay. You know what? Sometimes you got to be ready for a bunch of Marines on the enemy side, I guess. Anyway, good stuff, great stuff, fun stuff. That's going to be it for me. This has been the Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a brave noob world. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.